أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي بسم الله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This Sunday the country will be celebrating Mother's Day when kids all over America will be sending flowers and gifts and taking their mothers out to lunch or dinner or treating them or giving gifts, which is good. It is a good thing to recognize that the mother does play a role in the life of a child. But what the mother does is much, much more than what anybody can thank them for. For example, in there was a person who he carried his mother on his back and performed Hajj with her, and he was told that what he asked, did I repay her for all the trouble she took when I was little, when I was in the belly of the mother, and when she needed to change my diapers and feed me and do everything when I was dependent on her. And he was told that you did not even repay her one of the pangs of childbirth she suffered when she was giving birth to you. So the reality is that the mother does so much for her child. Even when the child disobeys or she says, I hate you and stuff like that, she still patiently she tries to help him to do the right thing. And she works with him, and not only when the child is in the womb that she undergoes hardship. Some mothers they throw up because they have nausea in the beginning, and later on also as the child goes heavier they have so much pain and everything. Sometimes the child is very active and they keep kicking the mother and she cannot sleep and so on. And then when final time comes to give birth, that is very hard to give birth, you know. And only mothers who Allah has blessed them with the patience, they can do that. This task Allah has not assigned to the men because He has not equipped them to handle it, and they don't have the patience, and they would not be able to do such a thing. So it's the mothers who give birth to the children, and the children, and after the child is born, day after day, the mother takes care of the child, changing the diapers, feeding him, clothing him. If he cries, if they're awake all night, she stays awake just to make sure that the child sleeps all night. So there's so much that the mother does for the child, and recognizing this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا وإما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما قل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة قل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. These ayahs are from Surah Al-Isra, Surah number 17, or it's also called Surah Bani Israel, and starts with ayah number 23. And it goes on. And in these ayahs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we told man to be good to his parents. We instructed man to be good to his parents and be grateful to his parents. First, to worship me alone, and then to be grateful to his parents because it is his parents who take care of him. It's true that Allah is the one who gives life, but it is through the parents that the child learns everything he does, and the parents are the one who take care of him. For that reason, Allah says we instructed man to be good to his parents, and if they become old while he is when he grows up and the parents become old, then take care of it in a nice way. Be good to them, be kind to them. Don't even say, oh, why did you say that? Don't say even that much because they're old now, and they took care of you when you were little and you cried and all that. They never said shut up, you know. Or they could have just forcefully made you shut up or do something, but they didn't do that. They were kind to you, they were good to you. So you be good to them now that they are old and they cannot take care of themselves. You have to take care of themselves. It is the responsibility of the children to take care of their parents. and be kind to them and say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. O Allah, be kind, be good to my parents, have mercy on my parents as they had mercy on me when I was little. When I was little and I used to throw tantrums, when I cried, when I was hungry, they fed me, they clothed me, they did so much, and they didn't even expect that I would give them anything in return. They just kept doing it until now. They are old now. So please, Allah, have mercy on them. Then in another ayah from Surah Al-Luqman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا وَعَلَى حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we have enjoined upon man goodness towards his parents. His mother bore him by bearing strain upon strain, and his utter dependence on her lasted 2 years. Hence, O man, be grateful towards me and towards thy parents, and remember that with me is all journeys end. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling man to be good to his parent, especially to his mother, who kept him in her womb for 10 months, sometimes 9, depending. But still, she had to have a baby inside the womb is a thing that takes a lot of patience. Nobody wants to have another person inside them. So it is only the mother who does this. And in ayah number 15 of Surah Al-Ahqaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ إِحْسَانًا حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ كُرْهًا وَدَعَتْهُ كُرْهًا وحمله وفصاله 30 شهرا حتى إذا بلغ أشده بلغ 40 سنة قال رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأصلح لي في ذريتي إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين. Now, among the best of deeds which we have joined upon man is goodness towards his parents. In pain did his mother bear him, and in pain did she give him birth, and her bearing him and his utter dependence on her took 30 months. And it goes on to say, and so when he attains to full maturity and reaches 40 years, and he is righteous, he prays, O my sustainer, inspire me so that I may forever be grateful to those blessings of thine which thou hast graced me and my parents, and that I may do what is right in a manner that will meet with thy goodly acceptance. And grant me righteousness in my offspring as well. Verily unto this to thee I have turned in repentance, for verily I am of those who have surrendered themselves to thee. So we can see that in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we have to be good to our parents and we have to take care of them, because even though none of us remembers that our parents what they did when they were little, and especially even before we were born, we don't know what are the sacrifices they made, how they kept up all night, how when we were sick they took us to the doctor and we kept crying because we were in pain, and the mother feels the pain of the child. So she tries her best, if a mother like Bibi Hajra, when she gave birth to Ismail alayhi salam, and he was thirsty, she just gave birth to him, and a little while ago, and this little kid is thirsty, so she carries him and runs with him up a hill to searching for water, look all over, see if she can find any water. Then she goes down that hill and runs up another hill and looks all over to see, is there any water that I can give my baby? He's thirsty. So she does that 7 times. Imagine, just so her child can get, satisfy the thirst for him. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes a spring to gush up, and that's how she satisfies his thirst. So the sacrifice of the mother is something that we have to keep in mind, even though we don't know why exactly how many sacrifices our parents made. But if we can see people around us, or we are ourselves parents, then we know firsthand how much sacrifice it takes. So thinking about that, thinking about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enjoyed, we should be good to the parents every single day. Not saying that every day you have to give flowers or cards or you have to give gifts. Just be good to them. And if they tell you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if they tell you to disobey me, then you don't have to listen, but still be good to them. If they tell you to do something wrong, don't do it. But don't say, no, you are wrong. Just say, okay, but do what is right. Ultimately, they will appreciate that too. So the thing is, be good to your parents. Mother's Day, all the days, every day of your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. قولي قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم.